Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in into another of my videos slash podcast. What I really bring you today is the topic about Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. I think he was one of the characters that had the most potential in Dragon Ball Z, and it was a short-lived experience with him. We're gonna get into a lot of depth and a lot of different points about Gohan. Honestly, it's just we gotta go back to the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. At the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, Goku goes to see Master Roshi and brings Gohan and talks about how his son has great potential. I'm just gonna really try to speed it up. I don't want to give you guys a 2 hour kind of talk because it will go for a day or even longer. So many things about Gohan. Gohan was very strong since the beginning. When we see Goku fight his brother Raditz, Gohan was a kid. He was scared. He would cry. The difference between Goku and Gohan was that Goku was raised by his grandfather. His grandfather died, adopted grandfather. He was on his own. He was raised to be self-sufficient, to be a man that will take care of himself as a kid. And the difference with Gohan was that he was raised by his mother mostly, and Goku, I think his mother is the one that really raised him most to that point, because she wanted a kid that was book smart. Goku was mostly just about fighting. All those characteristics of not being used to that kind of environment was due to his mom. Goku was more of a savage, let's put it like that. What we see is just the contrast between Gohan as a kid and Goku as a kid. However, when things turned up and it came to action, Gohan didn't disappoint. We see how Gohan took on Raditz without even being trained, having any kind of skill. Just gives a blow to Raditz when he gets mad. He checks his power level, and it's surprisingly high to be a kid that hasn't been trained or been through any hardship. He just gives him a blow that is really takes Raditz by surprise. Everybody else, Piccolo and Goku, I don't think they expected Gohan to be that strong, to hit a Saiyan like that and really push him to the corner, let's say, with one headbutt. However, you see that not having trained or anything is just pure talent. And after Goku dies in there, Piccolo decides to train Gohan and put him to the hardship that will make him a warrior and make him as strong and stronger than Goku. At that age, Goku could have done that. Goku and Piccolo had to team up together to actually kill Raditz. You see that two of the strongest, and the two strongest at the moment were Piccolo and Goku, and they barely survived Raditz, and he was the weakest out of the Saiyans left. That was three of them. That was Nappa and Vegeta. So you see what they had to really get prepared, but you see Gohan, it just went at it and took him. If Gohan would have training, or he would have been as resourceful as Goku and had that skill fighting, he would actually took on Raditz and being able to beat him, in my opinion. Then you see Gohan going through hardship when Piccolo was training him. You see Gohan was very kind. Let's put it like that, because he was not a bad kid or anything. He was not raised in the way of being the bravest. He was actually a kid. He expected somebody to protect him at that age. His mom, his dad, they were not there. It's very hard for him to go through that training Piccolo had him through. You see him, the hardships, and as a kid at that age, he survived. And Piccolo was always looking after him. And that's like the thing, that Piccolo being evil was actually the father. Piccolo's training made Gohan a lot stronger, more resourceful, and was able to think faster. In one of those, you see Gohan looking at the moon and transforming into a great ape. And that's where you really see Gohan's potential to a next level. When Goku transformed into a great ape, he never did any destruction to that level that Gohan was doing. It was a whole new level. Piccolo barely survived, and he cut Gohan's tail off, and it's just exciting to see Gohan building up to that. Then the next time you see Gohan's true potential is when they're fighting Vegeta and Nappa. He really will go into a rage mode, and he'll be able to take on full grown Saiyans that have been training outside the Earth and outside this solar system, that had a lot more skills and a lot more experience fighting with strongest beings. However, I think the downfall that we see in Gohan here is he wasn't used to fighting, so he would get scared, he would freeze, he wouldn't know what to do. And because of this, it costed Piccolo's life. It was very sad to see Piccolo die due to this, that Gohan froze. He didn't know what to do, the training wasn't enough, and I think the more you fight, the better you get at it. You will see that with boxers and MMA. However, Gohan didn't really have much experience, so of course he'll freeze up, he wouldn't know what to do, even though he had the potential inside of him. When Vegeta almost killing Goku pretty much after he turned Great Ape, Gohan gets the tail, he transforms into a Great Ape. We see a stronger side of Gohan. That's what saves Earth if it wasn't for Gohan. So we see he's very important, very strong to this whole Dragon Ball universe. After this, we see Gohan in Namek, and you really start to see Gohan into another level. Gohan trains a lot more, he's very more skillful, resourceful, he's fighting better, he's able to keep fights, he's not as afraid as he used to be. He takes on the Ginyu Force, he gets unlocked power by the Namek people. He goes head to head with Frieza for a long period of time that before in Earth a little while ago he wasn't able to do or anything to be able to keep up to that level. So you see his skills grow so much in that time that it's really amazing to see this Gohan grow up so fast and get better at fighting. That you see him give everything he has against Frieza. In this one, Goku really takes it, because he goes Super Saiyan in this arc, or whatever you want to call it, in this next chapter of the whole Saiyan saga, so the whole Saiyan story. But Gohan doesn't stay behind. Gohan becomes stronger, skillful. He's actually more of a warrior now with the age he has. He has been through more of a universe kind of fighting that Goku ever did at that age. He's been through planets and different beings fought. So he becomes something that Goku wasn't at that age. He's way stronger than Goku. As you guys know, that Goku disappears, dies in that fight with Frieza. We skip to the next one. That is when Frieza comes back, half this destroy as Mecha Frieza, like half robot, half android, whatever you guys want to call it. And then we see Trunks from the future. We'll talk about Trunks. He is just actually one of my favorite characters in the whole Dragon Ball universe, because he's one of the strongest in my opinion. So we see that Trunks kills Frieza very easy, tells them about the androids, and Goku comes back to Earth, blah blah blah. We get Gohan to train again, to go training with Goku and Piccolo. Of course, we see Gohan go to the next levels on his training. Not close to Goku, but still strong, and he's not as afraid to fight as he was before. He wouldn't freeze, he had more skill, so he was becoming the warrior. Just forward a little bit, this is the most exciting part. About Goku, he always knew his son had the power to become stronger than him. They go into the time chamber because they have to fight Cell. Cell is one of the characters that are very important to Gohan's development as the legendary Super Saiyan to some point in this story. So Cell became the perfect Cell after absorbing the androids, and he's the strongest being at that at that point in time, because he has the self all the warriors saying. So the more they fight, the stronger they become. Goku takes Gohan into the time chamber. Gohan becomes a Super Saiyan. It's trained by Goku, and Goku sees what Gohan's potential is. Gohan becoming a Super Saiyan and achieving that form at that young age, it just raises the bar to everything he can do, to his skill level. It's just in another level. Vegeta couldn't even become a Super Saiyan until later on his age. I forgot what age. Goku either saw Gohan becoming a Super Saiyan as a kid. It's just amazing what none of them could do. Even Trunks did it when he was older. So Gohan has a lot of potential. Goku sees it. Goku knows and he tells everybody. Then we go to the next one. Next, when he's fighting and Goku, well, let me stop there. Goku is fighting Cell. Goku can't take on Cell, so Goku gives a sense of being to Cell and gives him is gonna be to the strongest guy there, and is Gohan. Gohan fights Cell. This is a very breaking point. Gohan doesn't want to kill anymore. Doesn't want to go through this pattern that his father went through, being killing other beings, having to fight, and all of this. He does not seize it to that anymore. He doesn't enjoy it. He wants a peaceful life, and that's understandable. However, just Frieza. I mean, Cell pushes him so far, kills a couple people who were very dear to Gohan. Gohan goes into rage, into what I would expect the legendary Super Saiyan to be, the actual Saiyan of myth. Because of this, Gohan unlocks a new form, a new power level called the Super Saiyan 2. You see Gohan fight Cell and achieves the most epic form at that point and kills Cell. It really takes that Gohan is gonna be the next in charge, pretty much, of being the captain of the Sea Warriors, or being the strongest. To this point, Gohan was built to pretty much take over Goku. I feel I have to do a little more research, but Goku dies in this one, and the Cell Saga. Gohan is just the strongest. He was way stronger than Goku, way stronger than Trunks, way stronger than Vegeta. So he becomes the man. Actually, at a very young age, he becomes everything you would have desired to be at that age. The strongest warrior Earth for the moment. And he has the skill just to be the baddest, the most dangerous protector of Earth, and a Saiyan too. So at this point, I think Gohan is a Saiyan of myth. However, we jump a little bit of time. I forgot how many years, 5, 6 years after the Cell Saga. Goku comes back to Earth for the tournament. We see Gohan, very different Gohan. He didn't have to go through hardship no more, so he grew soft. He's still Super Saiyan. He still fights. He has a little brother, Gotenks. He's training him. However, we don't see that he had to push himself to different limits. There's a lot of parts that talk about Gohan not really training, not really pushing himself. And we see in the tournament is the whole Majin Buu saga. He fights. Even Goku is surprised that Gohan is not really strong. When Gohan fights Dabura, Goku is disappointed how he didn't kill him or anything. Goku and Vegeta talk about it. Gohan was the strongest and really didn't push himself to be anything else. He was just okay with it, and Vegeta kept pushing, Goku kept pushing in that other world, and they became a lot stronger, and Gohan just actually moved backwards. And I think this is what the writer did. Is very disappointing because Gohan could have been the epic Saiyan, take over and become just like Goku in a whole different level. However, we don't see that. In the Buu saga, he unlocks new powers, King Kai, whatever, or the Great Kai. It just unlocks a new form for Gohan that is not Super Saiyan. It just looks normal, but he has a lot more power. He fights against Buu, but he still loses. He doesn't have it in him anymore. He's kind of pushed aside after this, pushed to the behind Goku and Vegeta, behind Trunks and Gotenks. It feels sad that we see Gohan not being able to shine the way he did in the Cell Saga, to be that Saiyan that was gonna take over and become more than just another part of the chapter that was gonna leave that chapter. Then Goku, we love Goku, don't get me wrong, but we wanted somebody to keep up with Goku, make Goku push forward. After this, the Buu saga, we see Gohan not being who he used to. And I'm gonna go into Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball Super because Gohan in both of them is not as strong. Everybody's stronger than him at this point, in my opinion, and how I see it. Gohan is a teacher or something like that. I'm gonna be honest with you, it just doesn't really matter. He goes into being school smart, leaves training behind, and you just see him just deteriorate, go down, not being strong at all. In the Beerus saga, there's nothing meaningful about Gohan. It's all about Goku and Vegeta. We see the star just starting to dim more and more in this Super. In GT, the same thing happened. Gohan never mattered in GT. It was his daughter Pan that really shined in Dragon Ball GT. At the end of GT, Gohan, no, it's Gohan, bro. It's nothing more than that. It's just another character. It's nothing. It was his daughter that really outshined him, and then she never even went Super Saiyan. So Dragon Ball Super in the Resurrection F, when Frieza comes back, Gohan fights. Just see him weak. He gets beat up pretty much. The tournament of power, Gohan is just there. Is nothing impressive about him. They fight. Master Roshi actually fought very greatly, a great deal, and I think he really make a dent into that tournament of power. I really appreciate seeing him come back for a little bit. I just think Gohan could have done better. He could have been stronger, but he didn't have the need for it. At the end of everything I've seen, Broly is just a great movie. Gohan is not even in there. What we see is where in the latest movie, Dragon Ball Heroes, it's about Gohan. Finally, we take another turn. Gohan and Piccolo. See Gohan being weak, being the same little pushover. You see Piccolo being the man pushing him, so he trains, he gets stronger. You see Pan being going to be a fighter, Piccolo training her and stuff like that. However, you see Gohan just start dim, even dimming more, not having the skill. However, in this one, because of the love of his daughter, he's able to fight. I choose Beast Gohan. Beast Gohan, white hair, and he looks fantastic, I'm not gonna lie. It's sad that we just got a little bit of that. The transformation could have been better, could have been a lot more. Like a Super Saiyan transformation when Goku goes savage against Frieza, I just felt it was not pushed to the level it should have been because we haven't seen Gohan done anything like this in a long time. It's really exciting to see Gohan achieve another level. However, I feel they're gonna leave him there. I hope they use him more. They give him his own battles, his own story, so he can shine again. The problem, I think, with Gohan is that he never had the need. He never had the necessity to actually push over or the love for being the strongest like his dad. So this actually worked against him and make him weaker. Everybody loved Goku, so that it really didn't let Gohan shine again in the whole Dragon Ball universe. However, we want some stories where Gohan can shine again, because if you give him another transformation, that means he might come back. Gohan once was the strongest one. He has the potential to be even stronger than Goku. However, I think because of the fans, that never happened. We loved Goku so much and we just wanted to be about Goku, but we got Vegeta and Gohan that have a great deal potential. Vegeta because he's never stops training, he will always push farther. Gohan because he was naturally talented and was the Saiyan that had a lot more potential. However, himself just didn't push to that next level where he could have been. He would have achieved everything that Goku never did. However, we see Goku pushing, and it's not because of talent. It's because the love of he wanted to be stronger than ever. So we see that just take over a lot more in Dragon Ball. That just the love for something, talent. It doesn't matter at the long end of the journey. However, I think sadly we never saw Gohan shine the way it should have been. Maybe the writers, like I said, they just Gohan had a lot more potential becoming a lot more. His strength was extraordinary at the young age. It's just he never really unlocked. It's still time. We still want to see something about him. Still want him to be strong as Goku and keep pushing. And we hope that that will happen. I just think Gohan could have been the strongest ever and be the protector of Earth and everything in it. And Goku could have been in the sidelines, and it couldn't be nothing wrong about it. I just think Gohan didn't really wanted it, and that's why it happened the way it did. Still time, still a long, long journey for Gohan on the Saiyan race. I really hope to see that. Let's be honest, the downfall of Gohan was just not wanting more. Why he didn't get strong? Because he didn't want it to be the best one, the strongest one. He didn't want it to be like Goku. Just be who he deserved to be. And I think this was the biggest issue. Gohan didn't want it bad enough. The times he needed it, he done it, but after he just got lazy and he didn't see a need to keep training and keep being strong once there was peace. He grew very, very comfortable and made him weak. I think that's what it is. That was Gohan's downfall. The comfortability and peace times didn't make him push for anything else. At the end of the day, he just stayed behind and the star just starting to dim. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. This was one of the longest ones I really talk about. I really enjoy Gohan. Is a great character if you look at him that way. I'm actually looking at him right now, but there's still potential there. I hope we get to see Kiri Toriyama make it happen. Gohan is still the strongest Saiyan if we wanted it to be, or if you wanted it to be. Thank you for watching. Share, subscribe, let me know what you guys think.